This is the Jason Walker Show. Two-time National Sports Media Association Montana Sportscaster of the Year and three-time loser, the Jason Walker Show. The best local and statewide sports coverage, featuring the biggest guests from Montana.
Flint Rasmussen joining us here on the Jason Walker Show.
He's freaking exhausting, too. You used to dance a lot more. Yeah, I know, lady. I'm 51 years old now.
The NAI Hall of Famer Mike Van Diest joining us here, Jason Walker Show. And is it just a deal where quarterbacks have to be good golfers?
Well, that's all they have time for. They don't work out. They don't lift weights. They don't do anything else. They might as well go get on the golf course and at least have some fun.
And from across the country,
Doug Gottlieb, our guest here on the Jason Walker Show.
End of the day, remember, it's your show. It's got your name on it.
Howie Mandel, our guest here.
Jason Walker, deal or no deal?
the Jason Walker Show, broadcasting from the Major Mortgage Man Cave. Here's Jason Walker.
Hey, what up? Happy Wednesday. Jason Walker Show. We are presented by Capital Collision Center. Montana state law says it is your vehicle. It is your choice where you have it repaired. Choose Capital Collision Center. Coming up today in the Major Mortgage Man Cave, we have two awesome guests. We're going to talk to Helena High coach Scott Evans, get his thoughts on the Bengals 2-0 start. And also, does that sound different over there? It does. Sounds different, yeah. Also, we're going to talk for the first time with East Helena High coach Tyler Murray, as the Vigilantes back in action after missing a week of COVID last week, and they'll be on the road to Polson this week, so he'll join us a little bit later on. Also on this day in history, the walk-off, much more coming up, and we have a brand new great sponsor we're going to talk about as well. Mountain Nutrition, MTN Nutrition, Mountain Nutrition on Centennial Drive in Helena, and over by Bad Boys Bail Bonds. But Abby has done a fantastic job getting her store going, and we are proud to have them on board. Mountain Nutrition on the Jason Walker Show. Let's see here. What else did we want to chat about? What's coming up? I think we got all that. I did see this. So, by the way, you can watch on Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube. You can listen on Podbean, Network One Sports, TreasureStateRadio.com, and much more. As always, go to JasonWalkerShow.com. You can tweet at JWalkerSports, email jason@jasonwalkershow.com, and you can also call in 406-209-1267, or tweet, or text. All right, so MSU Northern was supposed to play at Southern Oregon last week, but there was a lot of smoke, air quality down in Ashland, so that game, because of a bye week this week in the Frontier, was scheduled and moved to this Saturday. So MSU Northern will play Southern Oregon in Eugene and not Ashland. They will play on the home field of the Oregon Ducks, Autzen Stadium. There will be nobody in the stands, however. One of the loudest stands in all of college football, and nobody will be in the stands because of protocol for surge, quote-unquote, in COVID-19 area. Tickets are all going to be refunded. Live stream will be available. And Northern looking to bounce back after losing to College of Idaho. And both teams are 0-1. Southern Oregon's got itself a new quarterback after quarterback left to start his post-grad work. And so new quarterback will slide in there for Southern Oregon, which is kind of crazy. But, hey, at least they get to play. And that'll be a fun game for those kids at Autzen Stadium, despite the fact that there will be nobody in the stands. Capital boys and girls beat Skyview yesterday. Bozeman Hawks got past Belgrade in boys soccer 8-0. Let's see, what else happened yesterday? Jefferson volleyball got past Park in straight sets. Big Sandy beat Box Elder in volleyball. Bozeman High girls also beat Belgrade 5-1. And I think that's about it as far as updating you on what happened yesterday. So there's that. All right, so we had our we had our fantasy football draft last night. And I know I say nobody cares about your team except you, but I'm going to run down my team and I want you to weigh in. Did I do good? Or do well, I guess. All right, so I had the number 1 overall pick. And I put it out on the Twitter. Should I go with Patrick Mahomes, Christian McCaffrey? It was about even. I ended up with Patrick Mahomes, number 1. Overall, number 1 pick, Patrick Mahomes. We good with that? Yeah, I felt pretty confident in that. Everybody was giving me a hard time, like, hey, why not get McCaffrey? Well, McCaffrey went 2. They're like, never draft a quarterback. Well, you always draft a quarterback in the first round. And I wasn't the only one. The 3rd overall pick, Chad, took Josh Allen, quarterback from Buffalo. So I don't feel bad. And I got a better quarterback. I mean, Patrick Mahomes. So here's my team. I got Patrick Mahomes at quarterback. I got the rookie Javonte Williams at running back along with Sony Michel. Wide receivers, Tyler Lockett, Cooper Kupp. I like that. George Kittle's my tight end. Mike Williams is my flex player. I got the Buccaneers defense and Matt Prater's my kicker. And on the bench, I got Zach Moss, Deebo Samuel, Eric Ebron, and Jared Goff as my backup. Now I only need Jared Goff literally for like one week when Mahomes is on his bye. So I feel good about it. I feel good about my team. And people, Sean Rainey was funny on Twitter last night. He's like, why? And I'm like, because I said, here's what, when I win the league, you can eat some crow. So there you go. Let me know what you think of my team. You can weigh in at Jay Walker Sports. And, or you can call in and text. Who should I have picked at number 1? 209-1267, if you would like. What else did we want to hit on? I think that was, let's see. We talked about that and that and that. And that. Oh, this is cool. And we'll have her on the show soon. Brooklyn Pancoast is a fantastic young lady, hockey player. She plays on like 9 hockey teams across the country and in Canada. She's really good. And she is verbally committed to St. Anselm, a Division II college, although they play D1 hockey, in Manchester, New Hampshire. So that's a verbal commitment. She also is nearly a 4.0 GPA, 3.9. She's from Alberta, Canada, but has been down in the States for the last few years, and she's an amazing young lady, and her whole family's awesome. I've had her on the show before, back in the old radio days, and she got a lot of, she's fun. She is, she's played for a lot of different teams, Milwaukee, Detroit, teams in Minnesota, and she's going to school at Jefferson High, where she plays volleyball too, I believe. But she's also a fantastic hockey player. I mean, she also played with the boys for the Helena Bighorns high school team. So, I mean, this girl travels around playing hockey and has a great support system. And she'll be on the show soon. So she is a volleyball player and does really well. So good luck to her. That's awesome. Let's see here. Is there anything else? I think not. What's on your mind? You can weigh in, 209-1267 or at Jaywalker Sports on the Twitter. Let me know what you think of my fantasy football team. Did I do a good job in the draft? It was fun. It was really fun. And had a good time. I haven't played fantasy football in a couple years. The last time I played, I won the league, but literally nobody at the station paid. So I didn't get my money. It was everybody at the radio station, and not one person. One person paid, but the other people didn't come up with their $300, which was kind of a joke. If you're going to pay to play, then if you lose, I put my money in. I don't know why you couldn't put yours in, but everybody put their money in last night, so we did well. Let's see here. Oh, I did see this. Glacier boys and girls soccer was supposed to play Sentinel on Thursday, tomorrow, at Sentinel. But those games have been canceled because there's not enough bus drivers. Lack of bus drivers, according to Glacier AD Mark Dennehy. Micah Drew had this on the Twitter first with the Flathead Beacon. We've had him on the show before. So Kalispell Public School District owns 14 buses, and this is according to @Micah Drew, Micah D. Drew on the Twitter. They contract with 4 other companies to cover about 50% of the routes, because Kalispell Public School bus drivers cover the other 50%. Flathead is supposed to play soccer at Butte Thursday, but they're going to host instead because there weren't enough bus drivers. And so Butte has agreed to a deal to travel to Flathead instead of hosting. It's just strange. And then Jeff Welsh on the Twitter said, and this actually makes sense. COVID, smoke, fire, lack of players, lack of officials, and now this have caused cancellations, postponements, rescheduling, and it's just September 8th. And then Lance Hartzler, who we also have had on the show from the Missoulian 406 MT Sports, said, the bus driver is not on our bingo card. Not on the bingo card. Oh, that's funny. And it's tough. It's tough for the kids. It sucks for the kids. There's no question about that. So hopefully they can get that situation figured out. I mean, think about it. We've lost games already this year to COVID, East Helena, and we'll talk to Tyler Murray about that a little bit later on, the head coach. We've lost games to smoke at Hayes Lodgepole and also COVID there. St. Labre's canceled its season because of lack of numbers. You've already seen some co-ops, including a 5-team co-op with Grass Range Win It Grass Range, heading over to play with Denton Geyser Stanford. So, man, oh man, oh man. What's next? I mean, seriously, what else is there that can cancel or postpone games or matches in volleyball or soccer? I mean, Jeff Walsh brought it up. I mean, we've had, like I said, COVID, smoke, fires, you name it. Lack of players, shortage of bus drivers now, shortage of officials. What can there possibly be next? @Jay Walker Sports on the Twitter, or you can call in 209-1267. All right, we're going to take a break. When we return, we're going to talk some Helena High football. Coach Scott Evans will join us. Bengals 2-0, and they've given up 14 points this season. How does Coach feel about that? And we'll find out what they need to do to win against Butte on the road Friday night down at Naranchi. And that is all coming up when we return here on the Jason Walker Show, presented by Capital Collision Center. Montana State Law says it is your vehicle, it is your choice where you have it repaired. Choose Capital Collision Center. I kind of like this new angle. We should try this out more often. Anyway, get in there because Capital Collision Center has spent a lot of money to become manufacturer certified, which is huge. And it's not, it's amazing because manufacturers spend a lot of money and they want to make sure that when Capital Collision Center repairs your vehicle, they do it the right way the first time. And Capital Collision Center has in turn spent a lot of money to get manufacturer certified so that they can take care of your vehicle right the first time. Go see Capital Collision Center. There's nobody better in the state. Euclid in Helena. Jason Walker Show coming right back. Scott Evans, Helena High coach, next.
New vehicles keep coming, and Capital Collision Center keeps earning certifications to repair them. They're Helena's newest GM-certified facility. No matter the make or year, they repair your car to manufacturer's standards and requirements, maintaining its safety and value. Montana state law says it's your vehicle and it's your choice where you have it repaired. Choose Capital Collision Center, certified in GM, Subaru, and Nissan, and Helena's only shop certified in Honda, Acura, and Ford. When you value safety, go to Capital Collision Center on Euclid.
Have you thought about buying a home and just don't know where to begin? Well, when it comes to one of the most important purchases one can make, we understand it can be frustrating and confusing, but it doesn't have to be. Let the Major Mortgage team help you with all your mortgage needs. Major Mortgage means major service, and we would love the opportunity to help you today. Give J.R. McFadden, NMLS number 1246357, a call today at 406-465-1918, or you can visit him at 2001 11th Avenue, Building A, Suite 3 in Helena. Major Mortgage is a division of AMCAP Mortgage, NMLS number 129122, equal housing lender.
Who doesn't love being number one? When your team's dominating the standings, or your favorite band rocks the charts at number one, it feels good, right? Kind of like how it feels when you have auto insurance with State Farm. Because making you feel like number one is an honor your local State Farm agent takes seriously. Through the good times and not so good, your State Farm agent's proud to be here to help life go right.
Call State Farm agent Mike Miller in Helena today. You're looking live at the 2022 class of the Montana Football Hall of Fame. That is a signature introduction used by Hall of Fame sportscaster Brent Musburger. Our 2022 class will be announced September 11th during the SWX TV broadcast of Bobcat and Grizzly football games, along with the Jason Walker Show. Past inductees include Dave Dickinson, Brian Salonen, and Jan Stenerud. Make your plans now to be in Billings next June to hear from our 2022 inductees. Please go to mtfootballhof.com. Do you love to look at photos of Montana, from animals to landscapes and more? Are you looking for a place to get your senior pictures or family portraits done? Are you a business owner looking to upgrade the decor in your offices? Well, look no further than Mark LaRoe Photography. Mark has been shooting beautiful photos all across the Treasure State, from rodeos to portraits, and would love to work with you. Visit marklaroephotography.com to see many masterpieces of his work, then give him a call to schedule your own photo shoot. Or to purchase one of his fantastic pieces, stop by Spirit of the Big Sky Gallery on Custer in Helena. marklaroephotography.com. Yes, it's true that Montana is a long way from the Gulf Coast, but you can bring that Cajun flavor home with a stop at Cafe Zydeco. From po' boys to classic sandwiches, Cafe Zydeco has all the best Cajun in town. Are you in the mood for seafood gumbo or crawfish etouffee? Maybe you're craving jambalaya with some shrimp and grits. Head in for breakfast, lunch, or dinner, or call ahead for pickup or delivery. Cafe Zydeco will fix all your southern cravings, even on a chilly Montana day. Cafe Zydeco is a proud sponsor of The Jason Walker Show.
Store-wide savings are what you'll find when you shop for new home furnishings at Rucker's Furniture. This means tremendous values on Helena's largest in-stock selection of home furnishings. When you shop Rucker's, you'll find store-wide savings on the furniture you want for every room in your home. And you'll also find our selection of Serta iComfort, the most comfortable beds in Helena. 12-month financing is available with approved credit on most purchases over $299. Ask for details. You'll find store-wide savings at Rucker's Furniture, 1010 Dearborn, Helena.
Welcome back to the Jason Walker Show.
Welcome back, Jason Walker Show. Segment brought to you by Rucker's Furniture. Make the quality choice for your home at Rucker's Furniture, 1010 Dearborn, Helena. Got the new helmet in the studio. Actually, we got two new ones. There's Sentinel right there by the big trophy. And sitting on top of the Jefferson Panthers, for the meantime, is the Capital Bruin helmet. Appreciate Kyle Mahelish meeting up today to get that up there. So there's the Bruins. Got to get a Vigilante helmet still, and Helena High helmet as well. And we're working on Bozeman and Gallatin. Man, that is bright. Wow. All right. We got to fix some things. Still haven't got our lighting fixed. So if you're good at lighting, let us know. What do you reckon? The one we got, I like the looks of it, but it sucks visually as far as You know what I'm saying? Yeah. All right. So we'll go to this. Tomorrow on the show, by the way, we'll talk to Flathead coach Alex Cummings, the Braves host, or the Braves travel to Capital, rather. Kind of a homecoming of sorts for Coach Cummings, so we'll talk to Coach about that. Helena High is at Butte Friday night. And to join us now on the Mike Miller State Farm Hotline to talk about the 2-0 start, the win last week, and Caden Hewitt's start to the season, and also preview the Bulldog game with the Bengals. Here's head coach of Helena High, Scott Evans, now on the Jason Walker Show. Well, first off, Coach, thanks for joining us. As always, you're 2-0, and as we were just talking, you can't win all your games if you don't win the first two, and you've done that so far. The boys have taken care of some business.
Yeah, they played very well, and like I said, having that O at the end always feels good for you right now, and we're just kind of getting our kids in a position to play a little bit better each week. So they're doing a great job with it so far. So I like where we're at right now as a team.
A nice win at home the other night. You get the 28-14 win over a very good football team, but at the end of the day, Caden Hewitt showed his class as a senior, but also his class on the field, and made a bunch of plays that you guys needed at the most.
Yeah, he stepped up again. I mean, I can't say enough about what he's doing right now. He's in a situation where he just seems to get better each week and just handling the game so well. And now he's starting to scramble a little bit, and we get in a situation where teams are going to have to contend with what his speed is, because he's a lot better athlete than people are giving him credit for. So I love the fact where he's at. I think he's growing each week as a player and as a leader. So that only can get us better.
Talking with Helena High football coach Scott Evans on the Mike Miller State Farm Hotline. You do get that win, but take me back to that 61-yard run, because he said he kind of ran out of gas there, and I mean, this is a kid that can do it all, but he couldn't finish.
Well, I'm telling you right now, I think he ran probably 160 because he was sideways a few times, things like that. He had a lot more wiggle than I gave him credit for after that. I mean, he was all over the place, and I kind of gave him a little grief for it, but he said, Coach, don't give me grief. He goes, I was exhausted. He goes, next time I had to hand off the ball, thank God. So, no, he did a great job with it.
It was a nice play calling by you guys, so you didn't have to send him right into the middle of the line there. But, hey, speaking of that line, they came through again, and I don't know if there's enough to be said. And I know it's only been 2 games, but I think we're running out of adjectives to describe how good that front line is.
Yeah, they're doing a great. I mean, once again, you look at those guys. I can't say enough from a D front and O line for us right now where those guys are at. Nice thing about it is I know they're going to get just better because they're just growing as a team. There's some guys who've never played before at varsity level, and they're just getting better each game. So I'm actually looking forward to adding a few more adjectives of how good these guys can get.
Adjectives that we can use on the radio, of course, right?
Absolutely. I'll use the other ones on the field.
I like Coach Scott Evans, our guest here on the Jason Walker Show. Defense, you've given up 14 points all year. What can you say about those guys?
Well, there was probably 14 too many if you really want my opinion on it. But at the same juncture in time, no, I think those guys are just playing well. They're starting to take care of the scheme the right way and do the things that we need them to do, and we control their first 3 steps, and then from there they just kind of take off. So I'm so happy with their hustle and where they're getting to, and once again, it's a great mix of seniors and juniors on that team. So that defensive side of the ball, so it gives us a good exposure for those guys.
You guys played in front of a fan and crowds at Great Falls High at Memorial Stadium. What was it like being back home in front of fans, really for the first time in almost 2 years? I mean, there was a few fans last year, but a packed house this time.
I'll tell you what, it was exciting, from the Bengal walk up the street to entering the stadium and seeing all those guys and going through all that. I mean, I couldn't ask for anything better for our kids and for our fans. And, at the end of the game, they ran the track. And, I mean, there's no explanation for Friday Night Lights until you're there. And that was so great to see from those kids and let them have that spirit again for their team and then for their peers out there on the field. It was great. It was an amazing atmosphere.
Helena High coach Scott Evans, Mike Miller State Farm Hotline, as we talk about the season. 2-0 the Bengals are, and now head back out on the road. You played at historic Memorial Stadium 2 weeks ago. Now you get to go down to the mining city and play at Naranchi, which, man, I don't know if there's a better football stadium in the state for high school football. And if there is, I wish somebody would show me one. But going to Butte is a treat.
I love it. I honestly, it's a place, and nothing against any of our guys here in town, but I would actually play our home games in Naranchi because I just like that atmosphere there. That's a tight old high school football field, and the people are right on top of you, and and you got the old buildings around you. You can't get anything more nostalgic and football related than that place. So it's a great place. The music's pumped in there. It's great. I mean, they did a great job of setting that thing up to have a great time on Friday night. So I absolutely love it.
And amidst all that atmosphere, of course, is a football game against a very good Bulldog team that was, beaten in the last seconds of their first game. But you and I talked before the season started. This is a very good Bulldog team for Erie Gray.
Yeah, and Coach Gray does a great job with his players. People always kind of seem to forget about them, and I'm inclined to tell you that I never forget about them because they seem to always be working their way toward the playoffs and doing some great things. And it's not too long ago that we're thinking they're the best team in the state of Montana. So at this juncture in time, I think they're right on track. They're playing good fundamental football, and they're getting after people, and they should be 2-0 just like we are.
Man, that would be pretty awesome. But this one matters now. It mattered in those non-conference games, but now it really counts because it's conference season, opening up on the road. How big would a win be on the road week 1 be?
Well, that just sets the stage for the whole conference season. You're in a situation now where you control your own destiny. You start winning on the road on big games like that and Butte and areas like that. You start kind of setting the tone for your rest of your season. So we always, you always go have the first win of the first game of the season, and now your first win of the conference season. So that's one of our expectations and goals as a program. So that's what we hope to do on Friday night.
You got a couple of quarterbacks down there at Butte you have to prepare for, in Jay Stenson and Kenley Leary. You got to prepare for them both because who knows who's going to play. What do each of them bring?
The great thing about it is, and I've had to discuss with a couple people, is that they kind of are the same kind of player. So we're not like getting somebody who's like a faster runner or runs the option better or throws the ball better. They're kind of equal, and I think that's why Coach Gray's playing both of them. They're both kind of doing about the same thing. I think Stets had a better game last game, but the game before, the other quarterback stepped in, 15, senior, and he had a great game. So I think they offer the same exact thing out there, and so they don't miss anything when they put one of them in. So I don't know if we'll see a dual quarterback this week or not, but we'll just kind of prepare ourselves accordingly and go stop what they get us.
They look pretty good on paper, those two quarterbacks, but how much of a drop-off is it from Tommy Malott? Are you happy you're not facing him?
Oh, yeah. I had to bring it up to a couple of our guys. Some of our guys played against Tommy a couple of years ago, one of them being my son, and he pulled out a spin move that I haven't seen, since the old days in the 1970s and in the 80s and 90s with Barry Sanders. I mean, he did an open field spin move that left 4 guys in the dust, and they're still grabbing for cloth. He was an incredible football player, did a great job for him. And so I'm happy he's at Bozeman now, and he can cause chaos for somebody else.
There you go. It's a little bit less of a headache. Hey, speaking of the Cats and the Grizz, Cats lost a tough one, but a good one for the Grizz over Washington. But a good, I talked to Kyle Mihelish about it, but there was some Helena High kids that are playing over there too that did a nice job in that win.
Yeah, it's incredible to see those local talent come out, from Townsend to Helena Capital to Helena High. There's guys all over the field playing at both those schools, and that's just a credit to the coaches and the communities that they come from. And I love seeing our Montana kids on that center stage like that. You can't get anything better than, you see a kid that you grew up with that real well, like Mark Swell now. You see Jace Lewis, and then you see Chase Benson and those guys like that out there on the field. I mean, that's excitement for the community. That's excitement for all our young kids to see. And it's a credit to those two programs for recruiting the kids around this area, and it's a credit to their coaches that have brought them up.
Have you talked to Chase since he was named team captain down there in Bozeman?
I did. I got to congratulate him, and and he's one of my guys. I love him to death, and I just love what he's become as a man. And he's a credit to that program and a credit to himself of just a fine young individual who's just done great things, and I'm so proud of him. And just it brings a little tear to your eye to see a kid like that who's achieved so much and now having so much success in his life. So yeah, we've had a couple conversations, and I'm hopefully going to get down there for a game to be able to watch him play. So that'll be great to see too.
There's a game Saturday night in Bozeman.
Yeah, I'm going to head to another one across the area. I got a child who's in another squad, so I'm going to go over there and see those guys.
You do, I know. It's just it's Gold Rush though. It's under the lights.
I know, and it clashes with my color scheme right now. I've got a pretty set color scheme. It's kind of nice actually.
You
my
do.
Color scheme doesn't have to change very much.
That is true. Hey, good luck this week. If I see Chase, I'll say hi. But what a great kid, and you guys have done a great job pushing out the talent too to many different schools, not just the Cats and the Grizz. But hey, congrats on the 2-0 start. Good luck at Butte, and we'll talk to you next week.
Sounds good, Jason. I appreciate it, and go Bengals.
That is Helena High coach Scott Evans joining us on the Mike Miller State Farm Hotline. That'll be a big game, and I think Paul Panisco is going to have that call for you down in Butte, KBOW, I believe. And you can listen online. You can also stream it on NFHS Network. So there you go. What else did we want to hit on? Did I see anything? I don't remember if I just saw something that I wanted to chat about. No, I didn't. No, nothing like that. Anyway. All right. You can weigh in on my fantasy team at Jay Walker Sports on the Twitter, or weigh in 406-209-1267. I took Patrick Mahomes first. First overall pick. I had it. And everybody's giving me a hard time. A couple of guys on the Twitter like, why a quarterback first pick? And I'm like, because he's good. Third overall pick was Josh Allen. So eat it. I mean, it's not like I did anything bad. I got Sony Michel and Javonte Williams as my running backs. Cooper Kupp, Tyler Lockett as my receivers. George Kittle's my tight end. Mike Williams flex. Buccaneers defense, and Matt Prater's my kicker. And on the bench, I've got Jared Goff, Zach Moss, Deebo Samuel, and Eric Ebron. So I think I'm pretty set. I like my chances in week one. And I'm supposed to be I'm supposed to win week one, according to the projections of who I play. Let's see, so the team I play this week has this is their lineup. And of course the NFL starts tomorrow, but this is the lineup for the team I play. Dak Prescott, Nick Chubb, Joe Mixon, Stephon Diggs, Odell Beckham Jr., Mark Andrews, Leonard Fournette, Broncos defense, and Rodrigo Blankenship. That's who I face on this week in week one of the NFL draft. Or not draft. Well, week one of the NFL starts Thursday. Now I'm predicted to lose 103-90. But we'll keep you updated. I know, I said it. Nobody cares about your fantasy team except you. But I want to include you guys on my team. So help me out if you want. There's another player in the league by the name of Kyle Nickel who was a pretty good athlete, Capital and Carroll. So that's pretty cool. Let's see here. What else? We talked about the Northern-Southern Oregon game getting rescheduled to this Saturday at Autzen Stadium with no fans in the stands. So that's nice and fun. And I don't know what is going on with Treasure State Radio, but they're not being able to run the show right now. So we'll get them back. Get them back on someday. All right, we're going to take a break. We'll come back. When we do, we have a new sponsor we're going to talk about. We're also going to talk football. Continues. East Helena's in its first year of varsity football. And we're going to talk to the coach, Tyler Murray, when we return here on the Jason Walker Show, presented by Capital Collision Center. Montana State Law says it is your vehicle, it is your choice where you have it repaired. Choose Capital Collision Center. Coming right back, Tyler Murray, East Helena, Vigilantes, next.
Store-wide savings are what you'll find when you shop for new home furnishings at Rucker's Furniture. This means tremendous values on Helena's largest in-stock selection of home furnishings. When you shop Rucker's, you'll find store-wide savings on the furniture you want for every room in your home. And you'll also find our selection of Serta iComfort, the most comfortable beds in Helena. 12-month financing is available with approved credit on most purchases over $289. Ask for details. You'll find store-wide savings at Rucker's Furniture, 1010 Dearborn, Helena.
Everyone knows about Dinners Done Right and the convenience of the cook and carry cuisines. It's so easy to just stop by and you have something for dinner that night. But there's also one more thing you need to know about. Dinners Done Right Grab and Go Salad Bar. Yes, I said salad bar. Always the freshest ingredients along with a daily soup and nacho bar too. So the next time you are in a rush or you just want to eat healthy, stop by Dinners Done Right for the soup, salad, and nacho bar. For monthly menus and more info, it's dinnersdoneright.com. Do you love to look at photos of Montana, from animals to landscapes and more? Are you looking for a place to get your senior pictures or family portraits done? Are you a business owner looking to upgrade the decor in your offices? Well, look no further than Mark LaRoe Photography. Mark has been shooting beautiful photos all across the Treasure State, from rodeos to portraits, and would love to work with you. Visit marklaroephotography.com to see many masterpieces of his work, then give him a call to schedule your own photo shoot. Or to purchase one of his fantastic pieces, stop by Spirit of the Big Sky Gallery on Custer in Helena. marklaroephotography.com. Have you thought about buying a home and just don't know where to begin? Well, when it comes to one of the most important purchases one can make, we understand it can be frustrating and confusing, but it doesn't have to be. Let the Major Mortgage team help you with all your mortgage needs. Major Mortgage means major service, and we would love the opportunity to help you today. Give J.R. McFadden, NMLS number 1246357, a call today at 406-465-1918, or you can visit him at 2001 11th Avenue, Building A, Suite 3 in Helena. Major Mortgage is a division of AMCAP Mortgage, NMLS number 129122, equal housing lender.
Who doesn't love being number one? When your team's dominating the standings, or your favorite band rocks the charts at number one, it feels good, right? Kind of like how it feels when you have auto insurance with State Farm. Because making you feel like number one is an honor your local State Farm agent takes seriously. Through the good times and not so good, your State Farm agent's proud to be here to help life go right.
Call State Farm agent Mike Miller in Helena today.
New vehicles keep coming, and Capital Collision Center keeps earning certifications to repair them. They're Helena's newest GM-certified facility. No matter the make or year, they repair your car to manufacturer's standards and requirements, maintaining its safety and value. Montana state law says it's your vehicle and it's your choice where you have it repaired. Choose Capital Collision Center, certified in GM, Subaru, and Nissan, and Helena's only shop certified in Honda, Acura, and Ford. When you value safety, go to Capital Collision Center on Euclid.
You're looking live at the 2022 class of the Montana Football Hall of Fame. That is a signature introduction used by Hall of Fame sportscaster Brent Musburger. Our 2022 class will be announced September 11th during the SWX TV broadcast of Bobcat and Grizzly football games, along with the Jason Walker Show. Past inductees include Dave Dickinson, Brian Salonen, and Jan Stenerud. Make your plans now to be in Billings next June to hear from our 2022 inductees. Please go to mtfootballhof.com. Yes, it's true that Montana is a long way from the Gulf Coast, but you can bring that Cajun flavor home with a stop at Cafe Zydeco. From po' boys to classic sandwiches, Cafe Zydeco has all the best Cajun in town. Are you in the mood for seafood gumbo or crawfish etouffee? Maybe you're craving jambalaya with some shrimp and grits. Head in for breakfast, lunch, or dinner, or call ahead for pickup or delivery. Cafe Zydeco will fix all your southern cravings, even on a chilly Montana day. Cafe Zydeco is a proud sponsor of The Jason Walker Show.
This is the Jason Walker Show.
Welcome back, Jason Walker Show. Final segment on a Wednesday. Tomorrow, Flathead High football coach Alex Cummings will join us. We'll talk to Sean Gleason. Scheduled to talk to Sean Gleason of the PBR, CEO, tomorrow. He will talk about Fort Worth, the finals moving over to Fort Worth after Vegas this year, and the new regular season schedule, which will be a little bit different. So we'll talk about that. And who knows what else. They just did Cowboys for a Cause on an aircraft carrier. Second time they've done that. So we'll talk to Sean Gleason tomorrow. East Helena High opened up its varsity football season with a big home loss to the Libby Loggers 2 weeks ago. I guess 12 days ago now. They were not able to play last week thanks to COVID issues in the school. But they will be back to action on Friday night on the road to play the Pirates of Polson and a fantastic football team. And to join us now to talk about the Vigilantes, the first-year head coach, his name is Tyler Murray, and he joins us now here on the Jason Walker Show. All right, Coach. Well, first off, welcome to the Valley. And you've been here a few months. How are you settling in with Helena?
Oh, it's been good so far. It's a good place. East Helena is awesome. People are very passionate about athletics and the school getting started up, so I'm excited about that.
It's been a long time coming, waiting for that first varsity game that came 2 weeks ago. Not quite the result you want, but what did you see that made you happy on the field?
You know, there's a couple things that we noticed during the game that were positives. It's hard to take too many positives from the score, the result, and all that kind of thing. But we saw some good plays by our kids. They were a little outmatched as far as physicality and just overall experience, but they never gave up. Community had our support, and I heard some good things from the community as far as positive things they saw on our sideline and just how we were interacting with each other and building a positive culture. I'm hoping so. Those are the things that we took away that were positives.
Well, that's definitely a good thing if the community's got your back despite that game. We just talked about it, but you are doing better on the COVID front, so there will be a game this week, which we'll talk about in a second. How much of a bummer was that? Because you come off that game with Libby, you're getting set to play a second game, or coming off that first game, getting set to play a second game, and then all of a sudden the bottom just drops out and you can't play.
Yeah, it was kind of unfortunate. We lost a little steam there. We had quite a few kids out, so we had a very limited practice. Treated it somewhat as a bye week, and that's kind of, we're working really fundamental right now, just trying to get kids used to our systems and drills and all that kind of thing. But that's how we treated it. But I'm glad they're healthy and they're coming back, so that's a good step in the right direction.
We are talking with East Helena coach Tyler Murray on the Mike Miller State Farm Hotline. Tell me about your team, Coach. What do we got on the offense? Who's your quarterback? Give me the offensive line, what they do well, and your skill positions.
Yeah, our offense, quarterback, Braden Howell, he's junior. He's a good kid. Still learning a little bit about the offense and being a leader and that sort of thing. Our offensive line's kind of young. We got 2 sophomores and then 3 juniors on there, and we rotate in a freshman, so we're pretty young up front. We get a couple kids back this week that didn't have enough practice to play against Libby, so that's good. And then our skill guys, Mo George is our fullback. He's one of our captains as well. Caven Bushnell is one of our captains. He's a slot receiver. Trevor Held, guy who didn't play in the first game against Libby, has a little back issue, but he's back now, back to healthy, and he's feeling good. So it'll be nice to have him. And we have a kind of a group of running backs that will rotate in and out, and they range from freshman to junior, but we have freshmen and sophomores basically as the majority of our starters. So we're young overall, but they're a good group of kids. We like working with them, and I hope they like working with us too. So
when you're talking about that quarterback position, it is the leadership position. How can you as a coach bring that in, in the first year of a varsity season? What can you teach, or what are you teaching from that leadership role?
Well, we developed a leadership council this year, and we meet with the guys. We have a group of 12 guys out of our program's up to 40 now that we meet with. We try to meet once a week. We just talk about how things are going, what we need to change, and kind of give them a voice to steer the program in the direction they want to see it. Because it's not just what I want to see; it's what we want to see as a program. And so that's been good. And once we get into the off season a little bit more, we'll talk more about how to be a leader and teach them some skills they can use. But right now, these guys are starting to learn that it's okay to get on your teammate and make them a better player, even if you don't have everything figured out. Try to help the younger guys. Now that we have some older guys, they can help some younger guys. And then just, have a voice and speak out when things aren't the way you like them, and have them, have younger guys look up to you. So those are things we're working on right now with just the whole team and our quarterback. So.
Gotcha. Talking Vigilante football with head coach Tyler Murray from East Helena. Jason Walker Show. Switch over to that defense, and this is Class A football, so it's not 6-man, 8-man. But how many two-way guys do you have?
Yeah, Coach JD Ferris runs our defense. He does a great job, but we have basically we have about 13, 14, probably 15 guys now that rotate both sides. We're just not very deep on any position right now.
Right.
And there was 3 or 4 players on last Friday against Libby that didn't come off the field the whole first half for anything, offense, defense, special teams. So they're working hard, and we understand it. That's the goal. In my opinion, high school football is great, and this is why it's great, because you don't ever come off the field. You get to college, you play one way, you don't play many special teams, and it gets a little boring. So we're trying to teach the kids that Ironman football is something that you got to appreciate. You got to be grateful for it while you have the opportunity to do it. So we're trying to make it a positive thing, and I think they are starting to enjoy being out there as long as they can. So
right, as long as they're conditioned, which I'm sure they are, knowing football coaches. Speaking of J.D. Ferris, you got a pretty good one there. I mean, a pretty good family name.
Right. Yeah, I was super excited that he got hired here to teach math. Teacher first, and then got him on staff to be D coordinator, and we played college together, so we worked pretty well. And he's a Southwest A guy, so
yep.
He knows how it works. So
yeah, that Southwest A is pretty tough.
Yep.
Well, the Western A now is all tough. I mean, there's not an easy game in Class A football, right?
No, take a look at our schedule, and you'll find out that we're not going to complain about it. We want the schedule, and
right.
And it's something that we want to compete against the big programs in Class A, but it's a learning curve for sure.
As you look ahead to Friday night at Polson, this is another very good football team. Do they still have the who's the quarterback? Yeah, because he was just a sophomore last year. The big stud. Why can't I think of his name now? But anyway, you know who I'm talking about.
He's number 8. That's all I know right now.
Gunslinger, that's what he is.
Yeah, throws the ball about 55 times a game.
Yeah, pretty good basketball player too.
No, he's a great kid, and I was in Mission, and he was just up the road, and I watched some of their stuff, and they throw the ball extremely well, and they execute their system very well. They run no huddle, they run it very fast, and they're they sling the ball around. They have good athletes, so they'll be a good match for us for sure.
Besides that, what do they bring? I mean, obviously you want to stop the run. That's what every coach is going to say, but that's easier said than done sometimes, especially with a team that throws the ball as well as they do.
Right. Yeah, and they're about 90-10, I'd say, maybe 95-5% wise as far as running the ball, passing the ball. They'll throw it literally 50, 60 times a game, and they'll run it about 5 or 10 times a game. So we'll have some different packages, stuff like that, and try to match up with their athletes on the outside. So, they're a good basketball school as well. So, I take that in consideration. That's what I would do as well, kids like that.
Jarrett Wilson is his name, by the way. He's really good.
Say it again.
Jarrett Wilson, that's the quarterback.
Jarrett Wilson. I knew his first name, Jarrett.
Yeah, I couldn't think of it. I called his basketball games last year at the state tournament. I should have known because They had some pretty good ones there. I'm not sure if guys like J.C. Steele and Trevor Lake are still there. I think they graduated, but very, very good football team. Very good athletes at Polson. And as you know, being there at Mission, this is a very well-coached football team too.
Yes. Yep. They're good. They do some different stuff defensively. They'll scramble around before the snap and kind of confuse the offensive line, try to confuse the offensive line. So we got to look after that. And then, they play pretty fast physical football. So I'm excited for it. Excited for our kids to be able to play another game.
Yep. First varsity road game. They know what the road trips are all about. You guys know what road trips are all about in Montana. It's a short little drive over there to a beautiful area. Great golf course too. I don't know if you ever got to play Polson Bay.
Oh, I have, yeah. Spent some time in Mission Valley. I actually played Polson Bay.
Yeah, it's a great course. Great football game on Friday night. You guys get the win, get the first program win, and everything's uphill from there. But positive uphill, you know what I meant. Tyler Murray joining us here, Jason Walker Show. Hey, Coach, appreciate the time. Good luck on Friday. Safe travels, and we'll talk to you next week.
Yep, thanks, Jason. Appreciate the time.
That is East Helena High coach Tyler Murray. The Vigilantes. Good luck on Friday night at Polson. Beautiful golf course, Polson Bay. Holy cow! Went over there for a pro-am. Man, so much fun. Being a pro-am on this coming Monday, the 13th, as well. So no show. And then I'm going to take my mom. I'm going to hustle back and take my mom to REO Speedwagon on Monday night. They postponed from August to Monday because a couple of the road crew members had COVID, so they had to postpone. But REO Speedwagon will be at the Civic Center in Helena on Monday night. So I'm going to play in a Pro-Am in Missoula and then hustle back and take my mom to REO Speedwagon. And we go back, so way back, I think 87? Would have been 1987? Richard Marks and REO Speedwagon were at the Brick Breeden Fieldhouse in Bozeman. And my mom and dad went. And I was supposed to stay home with my brother. And then all of a sudden, I got a date to the show, and it was my grandma, Stella. And she took me to the REO Speedwagon Richard Marks concert at the Fieldhouse, which was awesome. And then she takes me down into we had floor seats, and I ended up getting a kiss from Miss Montana and Miss Teen Montana that year. And Miss Teen Montana became a really good friend of mine, and she's now a very successful realtor down in Vegas. Or no, she's not in Vegas, but she's a successful realtor. I do know that. Anyway, and I don't remember who Miss Montana was that year. But yeah, I got a kiss on each cheek. I got their autographs, their phone numbers. It was really cool. Good times. So I get to take my mom to REO Speedwagon in Helena on Monday night. Tickets still available at the Civic Center if you want to go. Helena Civic Center. Going to be fun. Take It on the Run. Probably their best song from 1981. But they had so many other ones too. Just great stuff. Kevin Cronin, 69 years old, still singing away. Anyway, so we'll be back next Tuesday. We're going to be here tomorrow. Alex Cummings, Flathead coach, Sean Gleason from the PBR will join us. And then we'll be back. We'll do predictions tomorrow too. And then we'll be back on the 14th. Saturday, we'll be down in Bozeman for the Cat game against Drake. And we will be doing the show and doing a couple of interviews with the newest members of the Montana Football Hall of Fame for the class of 2022. And it's going to be a lot of fun. So SWX, the Jason Walker Show, will be making the announcement of next year's class coming up Saturday night, both during the Grizz game and the Cat game. But I will be in Bozeman at the Cat game, doing the show from there, or a segment of the show. All right, let's do On This Day in History, and it is we have a brand new sponsor for this. I love it. It's Mountain Nutrition on Centennial Drive in Helena. It's right next to BMC and Auto Concepts. And it's 3222 Centennial. Open Monday through Friday from 7 a.m. to 2 p.m. with energy teas and protein shakes. Now, I got my wife an energy tea today. I got a protein shake. Got the Reese's flavored protein shake. And it has 24 grams of protein and 21 vitamins and minerals in it. Tastes pretty good. I think tomorrow I might try the chocolate peanut butter one. I got my wife the Flathead, which is lemon and grape tea. Now, the tea is an energy tea that boosts your metabolism and also has 21 vitamins and minerals in it. And hardly any calories. They're very nutritious. Mountain Nutrition. You can go to Mountain Nutrition on Facebook and also Instagram, MTN Nutrition, Facebook and Instagram, and check them out. And go say hi to Abby. Tell them you saw it on the Jason Walker Show. All right, on this day in history, it is September something. It is September the 8th. It is National Pediatric Hematology and Oncology Nurses Day. Thank you. It is also National Ampersand Day. Is the ampersand, is that the like the half colon with the comma? Is that what it is? Is that the ampersand? 1894, William K.L. Dixon, who was employed by Thomas Edison, filmed the first boxing match in New Jersey, an exhibition between world heavyweight champ James J. Corbett and Peter Courtney. In 1954, with a 3-2 count, Phillies' Richie Ashburn at the plate would then foul off the next 14 pitches, and then it walks. Got a walk. 1963, future Baseball Hall of Fame pitcher Warren Spahn ties Christy Mathewson with 13 20-win seasons. That'll never happen again. 1969, on this date, the U.S. Women's Open, Australian Margaret Court won her third U.S. singles title in her 16th Grand Slam. 1973, Hank Aaron set the record of most home runs in one league with 709. 1973 as well, Margaret Court wins her 24th and final Grand Slam singles title. Awesome. 1974, at the U.S. Open, Jimmy Connors wins the first of his 5 U.S. singles titles. Also in 74, Evel Knievel attempts to jump the Snake River Canyon in Idaho, but he failed. He had minor injuries. 1978 was the second game of the Boston Massacre. Yankees beat the Red Sox 13-2. It was bad. 1979 at the U.S. Open, Tracy Austin becomes the youngest U.S. champ at 16 years, 9 months when she beats Chris Evert in straight sets. Pete Rose tied Ty Cobb with 4,191 hits on this date in 1985. 2002, Pete Sampras wins his 14th and final Grand Slam at the U.S. Open. 2008, Roger Federer beat Andy Murray for his 5th consecutive U.S. title. 2018, Naomi Osaka got the win, the first Japanese female to win a Grand Slam singles final. It was overshadowed by the crybaby and the whiny Serena Williams, who had a point, I think it was match point was taken away, but she was mean. And she overshadowed Naomi Osaka's win. And Serena Williams has a history at the U.S. Open of threatening chair umpires and, shoving a ball down their effing throat. Yeah, classy. Can't wait till your kids see that video, Serena. Happy birthday, Patsy Cline, born on this date in 1932. She was born Virginia Hensley. 1978, Alicia Beth Moore was born. In 1979, rather. Alicia Beth Moore. She goes by the name Pink. And the gentle giant passed away on this date in 2017, Don Williams. Tulsa Time, I Believe in You. He was 78. What an amazing, amazing singer. On this day in history, brought to you by Mountain Nutrition. Stop by 3222 Centennial in Helena. They are next to BMC and Auto Concepts. And stop in for an energy tea or a protein shake. Healthy. Follow them on Facebook and Instagram to see the weekly and daily specials. Mountain Nutrition in Helena, proud sponsor of On This Day in History here on The Jason Walker Show.
We're almost at the end of the show. What did we learn? And what did he miss? Time for the walk-off.
Jason Walker Show is in the walk-off is presented by Cafe Zydeco, where the Big Easy meets the Big Sky. So we're getting our kitchen remodeled, like our bathroom, and we might have to go to Cafe Zydeco tonight. Ooh, the pasta Zydeco sounds good. Shrimp, crawfish, andouille sausage, and a rich Creole sauce served over rotini pasta. My daughter likes the fried catfish, so I think we'll get her that. But yeah, we might be seeing you at Cafe Zydeco tonight in Helena as our kitchen's being remodeled, so we'll be eating out for the next couple of nights. Or eating in, I guess. But yeah. All right. The ampersand is the and sign. So like not and, but and. You know what I mean? Like I don't know what it is. Here, let me see if I can find one quick. While we're waiting to find the ampersand, check out this video I saw last week on the Twitter. This is America, folks.
Say poo, stick.
So it's a guy on a ladder jumping onto a trampoline. Hold my beer. Front flip onto the trampoline, and then his body gets stuck. Why? Because it's a trampoline made of barbed wire. What an idiot. This is, here it is again. Oh my goodness. There it is, front flip, bounce once, land, and then your hair and shoulder get stuck. And the best part is, he says at the end, something about his hair.
Your hair.
Are you okay, dude? I'm good. We got to get you out carefully.
That hair.
I knew that was going to...
Dude, Schlack always talks about how his hair was the worst.
Oh, my God. That was sick. This happened last time.
Oh, no.
This happened last time. This isn't the first time that the dude has jumped onto barbed wire. Oh. Man. Okay. I don't know why. I don't know why. Anyway, so yeah, this is the ampersand. The and sign. Okay. Are we good? What is the... Oh, that's a semicolon that I was thinking of. Wow. All right. Hope you had a good, fun time today. We did. Thanks to Scott Evans, Tyler Murray joining us. Tomorrow, Alex Cummings from Flathead. We'll talk to Sean Gleason, CEO of the PBR tomorrow, too. Walk-Off is brought to you by Cafe Zydeco, where the Big Easy meets the Big Sky. Don't jump onto a trampoline made of barbed wire. Have fun tonight. Go to jasonwalkershow.com if you missed anything or want to rewatch anything. And we'll see you back here tomorrow, 4 o'clock. Predictions, too.
Was produced by the Jason Walker Media Company. Any reuse, rebroadcast, or retransmission without the express written consent of the Jason Walker Show is strictly prohibited. Just listen, watch, and enjoy.